We're at the mall. I'm at the mall. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I need to rethink some of this in my inventory. Try to think about what uh, I may want to store in the vehicle as we are about to begin the process of building out the wood build. We did it. We made it to the wood build. Hey, it's time for the last hour and 3 minutes of this stream. We can actually work on the wood factory now that the augs are sorted. I'm gonna do a pass over the base just to look for augs that I may have missed that I need to fix. Um, I just need a note to self here saying, uh, need new biomass at that location for those bodos. Otherwise, that's the new augs that we just did. That's not using augs. That's tin. That's nickel. That's all. That's all nickel. Salt, aluminium, sulfur, the Ulrich we just brought up, the stuff. Alright, goodbye, King. We'll be seeing you. That's not using augs. This molly, power, glass, mall stuff. Already took care of that. More power. The mall. More power. Niobium. Phosphates. All of this is phosphates. All of this is chromium. Coke production. Titanium. Lead, silver, iron, acetylene, more coke. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Ash, borax, slacked lime, sodium hydroxide. Hey, by the way, I've got sufficient quantities of sodium hydroxide currently. Somewhat sufficient quantities of sodium hydroxide at the moment. We've got stacked sodium hydroxide that then gets unstacked in here. I think it's 80 per second, somewhere along those lines of the sodium hydroxide through this slacked lime loop. Slaked. Slaked. We are slaked, full of water. Oil doing nothing. Yeah, I think I'm good. There's your base tour for the current state of the base. By the way, that can serve as a base tour. And then we will be building the wood out here. Out here, I will get some tar up here to go into these thingies. Ah, I see. I need to grab filters. Couple more filters. And I honestly think that's about it, outside of just having my vehicle get filled with stuffs. I'm going to prefer belt and pipe for the moment. What else? I don't think I'm going to need too much else. Yes, things. Beautiful, glorious things. More pipe. More pipe. Lots of pipe. I need tons and tons of pipe. On this ash in particular. This ash, by the way, produces less than previously due to a rebalance, but I think I've put what I need over there for the infrastructure. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, we're good. We can move. Yes. Vehicle! We're off. But I think folks already knew that. We are a bit off. And away we go. So this wood build is designed to, well, it's planned. It is planned currently to output up to 30 per second of wood in total after the internal loop producing additional tree seeds. That's it. That's all. Please stop. Goes my dot. It hasn't been going off lately when I say nickel because I changed its call word back to its actual name. So instead of being echo, it's the name. The standard call for it. I've gone way too far south. We have arrived. Huzzah. Welcome. And I have even more stuff. I have even more stuff in the storehouse out here. So I should have enough things for all of this. Now, pipe. Right, so all of this needs to go past an underflow valve. Where are my underflows? The underflow. The glorious, beautiful, and magnificent underflow. This is what's going to take our initial tar input. Ah yes, place those, thanks. Now, why have an underflow? Because this loops tar from the syngas. So the syngas will produce tar. And I am going to make sure that I will always prefer using that tar before bringing more in. Always need to make sure that we are using our tar before bringing more in. And this will take a while, by the way. I do not intend / expect for this to be finished today. Oh no, this will absolutely not be finished today. I'll be lucky to finish most of the logistics on this ash. We might see the actual full building setup today, but definitely very much likely not all of the belt infrastructure. I need these. Each one of these gets a gasifier. Mark 1. Now, of course, if I had all of my Mark II buildings both set up and ready to go, I could have nearly half as many of these buildings as I have here as Mark IIs. It's not always a flat doubling, though, so yeah, just sigh. Sigh, I think, is the appropriate response. Just sigh. I don't know why I'm even really doing this like this when I should be doing all of the pipe work, pasting it down. And then copy pasting the whole freaking units. Because then I can just copy all of it. There we go. So when I mentioned that I needed a lot of pipe, I absolutely needed a lot of pipe. And I am just now realizing that I usually have a chat setting that tells me the timestamp. Yeah, that's what I want. How did that get reset? Oh, probably because Streamlabs is doing updates. I hate updates. Sometimes they reset things that I don't like being reset. Yeah, just all these pipes, please. Please pipes, place the pipes. I might not even have enough pipes still. Despite this, why am I... No. The answer is no. Do not auto trash pipes. Auto trashing pipes is a bad idea. Oh, right, electrolyzers. Yeah, I didn't bring those. I will need to get electrolyzers. Yeah, that's important. How many electrolyzers? Oh boy. Go to the ash. Because I did not plan on that. So it's obviously that what? Excuse me? But what? Why are you not telling me? The oxygen? Uh hmm. I extremely dislike Hellmod. But 507, it's a lot. Just frankly, it's a lot. It's 25 per building, so 21. There, we got it. 21 Mark 1 electrolyzers. Math. See how quickly the math happened in the brain? And all the time that was spent trying to avoid having to do the math in the brain? 22. 23. 23. Alright. Sure, that's a few. That's a few. Now. Please. Of course not. Yes, let's do it this way. Easy way to do the water. I like effortless. I like the idea of effortless. Especially since I'll be dealing with red belts on this. Now. So that's just the pipe work. There is more. There is absolutely more. Now, I have to decide how these belts are going to go and where they're going to ultimately end up. Because I have to think about how I'm going to scale and build this out. So if I want to increase this size, the way that I would go about it is going to the right. So I would go right, which means that if I'm going to scale this, the best method of scaling would probably be, I mean, also, I guess it doesn't really matter if I'm going to always keep this ratio. If I'm always going to keep this ratio, I have the option of going down or going up and then over. So I think the obvious answer is that I will, of course, go down. And then I have to decide, well, between what things. But because we have this nice little gap of 2 here, this nice little convenient gap of 2, makes it a slight bit easier to do it, not even there, to do it starting, I guess, here. Because I can do that. And that will be the, some of the ash. Not all of the ash, but some of it. And I just am able to easily do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Now, the other part of this is then getting the outputs of the filters. Now, clearly, we're going to have those. So a filter is 1.5 per second. That is just fine. That, unfortunately, puts things on the exact same lane. So what I think I actually want is something a little like that. Because that'll put it on this outside lane, and then these will put it on this lane. Because otherwise it goes out here, all on this inside lane between these two, just to keep things, you know, somewhat reasonable. Somewhat reasonable. And then I need the power. Now I'm actually going to connect the power. Oh, right, and then, of course, we're not actually done yet, because these also have ash out. Yeah. These also have ash out. It gets a little funky with the inserters with corners. I never remember which side it outputs on when you have a corner, so I just try to avoid the corners. So this will output on this outside line, this will output here, which is what I want to keep things balanced. Oh boy. Belt Getty! I'm just trying to think, is there, like, a better way? Not really. Not particularly. I wanna see something else if it uses less belt, ultimately. Uh, That. I think that looks a little better, and it serves the same function, and it keeps things even on both sides. In fact, I could actually do it that way, and that would work. That, I think, makes a lot more sense than the other way. Alright. Let's get some power flowing. Now, it's not going to move because I don't have... Well, it won't fully move. A, because I don't have the tar in, but I also don't have the other stuffs and things. The other of the things and the stuffs. The oxygen. Oxygen! Yes, that's the key. And then all I need to do is just copy and paste. And then, of course, the last line is gonna sit all on its lonesome self, all by its lonesome. And doink. And that's power! Yay! How much did I have on this production again? I don't even. 71693, whatever, something, things, stuffs? More than yellow belt? It will be fine. So, hello Ash. Welcome Ash to the glorious little party here. Thank you for coming out. Let's grab tar extractors. Head on up and away to our little source of tar, which is right over here. Hello, tar. I need... I think it's at least 3 of them. There we go. Just add some power. Use these great big poles for their intended purpose. Oh my god, he's actually using something for its intended purpose. Wow. Such insanity. Okay, there's our tar. Now, alignment. Beautiful, glorious alignment. Now we can just run down. And break the rocks. Break all rocks must die. And that is that. So now this will flow and produce the coal gas with a bit of ash. A bit of ash. I also need to make sure that I kill all of the syngas. or come up with some other thing to do with it. You know, just the casual, hey, I need things to do with this syngas. Otherwise, it's just going to void, essentially. It will void. It shall be voided. Turn it into power, and then what? So, power gets proportionally used. How am I to guarantee that I am always using all of my syngas that gets produced out of this without backing up on it? It's nearly impossible, just with the implementation of power. I would do it if I could do it, but I can't right now. Now, for some reason, this also now says 3 gigawatts. Didn't this used to say 4? I don't even. It's 2. It's 2. It's actually just 2. Not 3, but big stretch. Big stretch. I need to just take a moment, appreciate that I have Ash here now. All right. So how much like actual syngas? Enough? 11, I think, is the number of sinkholes. So some say that these only void 80. I think they void 90, not 80. It was 60 before, and it went up by an amount. Is it 80? Did it go up by a third or by 50%? If it went up by a third, I think it is closer to 80. I forget. I'm not entirely certain. So 9, whatever, 33, divide by 80. Sure. One more. It's a difference of 1. So we're covered no matter what it is at this point. It's greater than what it was at 60. I would have needed like a ton more than this before it was upgraded. The sinkholes and the flare stacks were upgraded at one point. Why am I using sinkholes? This is a gas. This is a gas, not a thing. And I need more than 10. That I know. I need more than 10 of the flare stacks, and I don't really carry around extra flare stacks. Because how often do we use flare stacks? Not very. But apparently, more than I am now. More than I need now. Or more than I carry now. There's your 12. Same number, different scale between the two buildings. Okay. Next. The next step, now that we're done with that for now, still need to get the electrolyzers in and build out the electrolyzers. I can afford to not for this moment in time as we continue to build the wood. Okay, what do I want to start with? Biomass? I think biomass will be the start of this, because that will feed directly all of it. Wait, what? Why am I... Why am I... What? No. No, no, no. No, no, don't. How am I doing this one? I guess I planned out to do this one. That also gives me biomass. Ugh. I hate that logistics. But it does save having to bring in iron to make the coarse fraction, so I guess I have to do it like that. Alright, well, anyway. We are going to... Excuse me, why did you hiccup so badly? We're going to start with this. This setup. I'm going to build it a little down to give myself a bit of room for what will eventually be the electrolyzers. I just need +1 on the doohickey. Excuse me, but paste that, thanks. All rocks must die. And things in my way. It was 1 on the limestone, 7, and then 6. Interesting how the other build was 5 with this same amount of stuff, and then this one is 6 with this same back end. Like, huh? How does that work? Well, as it turns out, the other build just didn't use some stuff. It was a backup, and now we're actually using all of the stuff. There's 5 compost plants. Wait, but I need more. More! Yes, there's more. There they are. There's the things. Auto-saving. Oh, hey, gas vents. Hey, I thought of things. How did I actually think of things beforehand? What is this shenaniganry? I planned. Oh boy, I planned on needing more stuffs. Wow. If only I had actually planned the electrolyzers. That would have been great, but I still have to go back and get electrolyzers. More than 20 of them. And I'm not making the Mark IIs currently either. That would have helped. But I am lacking on Circuit 2s. That is my limiting factor. Just by the way, it's these. I am producing these as quickly as this little chip shooter will allow currently. Apparently not. Apparently not. It is waiting on these. Clearly because of the ferrite. Again, why no thingies? Hello, Ave. Welcome. Why no iron oxide to feed these? Oh my god, the perpetual struggle to keep the circuits flowing. It does move still, but it makes this tech slower because this is a blue science tech. Any tech right now that takes blue science is going to be the limiting factor. In a reversal of what was a pi science bottleneck, now our bottleneck is blue science. Because obviously that's just going to be the case. We are building wood now, Ave. We spent 2 hours. 2 hours cleaning up the augs. The new augs. Can you believe it? 2 hours cleaning up the augs. Because augs are bigger now. Augs are now 14 by 14 buildings compared to the previous 8 by 8. But we do have bigger underground distances on our red belts. Red belts are now 15 max length, so they are exactly exactly enough underground distance to go underneath a yotoi, a aug, an aug paddock. So we can actually have a red underground going across one of these. Not a muckmo pasture, but one of these. Yeah, compensates a bit. Yeah, a little bit. But I had to redo this entire structure. This used to be 80 aug paddocks, 80 Mark II augs. Now it's 40 on the new size. So the new size, they are bigger, but they have twice the number of module slots as previously. So the Mark IIs only used to have 3 module slots, now they have 6. And the Mark 1s used to have 2 module slots, now they have 4. So that was a nice little thing. The overall area footprint is bigger. So the actual area that they consume is higher, number of tiles, sheer number of tiles. But it is still less entities. So it does help with performance because that is now fewer entities that you need. So yay, fewer entities.